Now with that exclusive interview with Demi Moore, one-on-one with Diane. This morning we're hearing her story of tragedy and triumph, how she came back from it all. Great to have you here, Diane. And it's been riveting all week long hearing from her.
Thank you. I think we all feel the same way. It's still surprising when you discover that someone you think you know from the movies and the red carpet turns out to have a very different life. And we've learned this week how she had to teach herself to be brave through so much fear and the mistakes that she made along the way. But today we're going to head back to her house in the hills because she says at the age of 56, she may finally have discovered what strength really is.
Today, a lot of life in the house up in the hills Demi Moore calls her tree house.
It's all right. Just go in barefoot. Are you kidding? I have 7 dogs.
Not just the dogs, most of them rescues, but wander in the kitchen, and the big fridge is always stocked with juice and soda for friends and family dropping by. She's been filming in London a new TV series based on the legendary book Brave New World, and says she's loving this new decade on screen.
You know, I used to question why me, and maybe I'm not the most talented or the most intelligent or the most beautiful, but it doesn't matter. I'd certainly done enough in my life to know that we're created. I mean, I couldn't read. Sorry.
Is this you?
Yes, I just heard that beeping on you.
We're interrupted at one point by a torrent of loving messages from her 3 daughters with Bruce Willis. Rumer, Scout, Tallulah.
This is the lineage of females, the houses of Moore and Willis. That is what our thread is called.
Nearly every day, there they are, celebrating each other on Instagram. Now 7 years away from that terrifying time.
Is an ambulance on the way?
It would be a turning point. Her marriage over. She says she had lost herself and lost her 20 years of sobriety. At a birthday party, there were party drugs, synthetic pot, nitrous oxide. She used them. She had a seizure.
Is she breathing normally?
No, not so normal, but more sort of shaking.
Everyone else was witnessing my body flailing. My daughter terrified that she was going to see me die right in front of her. And within me, I was in a place that was thinking, wow, how did I get in here? Isn't this interesting? And then my very next thought was, oh, I wonder if I can get out. And all of a sudden, I was back in my body. And I think it was a moment that I was somehow being given a choice.
You think it was that close?
I think certainly emotionally, it was. I think something had to give. When you come up to those places, you either go in or you go out.
It's the title of her new book, which she says has a purpose.
Sharing of myself in a way that if it can elevate or open someone else to loving themselves a little bit better.
And a promise, she says, of what can happen if you just reach out for help. She got treatment and began seeing her real strength in a different way.
I did have someone say to me, my mentor that I worked with, that did I think I was ready for someone my own size? Not my own age, but my own size. So I thought that was kind of an interesting perspective.
What does that mean?
I think own size would mean someone who's experienced life, who's gone through things in a way that are parallel.
Are you ready for someone your own size?
We're getting there. We're getting there.
And the healthier she became, the more her family moved close again. Her ex-husband and friend, Bruce Willis. And the children, who were so worried about her strange behavior and her health, they stopped speaking to her, began to come back as she proved she was turning her life around. The oldest, Rumer, reached out first, the way she had once done on screen years ago.
You looked really pretty.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You looked great.
Thank you, baby.
What's your prayer for them and to them?
Oh, my hope is that in understanding me, that they would better understand themselves and love themselves.
And there was one more bridge, a healing resolution Demi Moore built to the past before it was too late. The one that led back to her unstable, alcoholic mother, who was finally diagnosed as bipolar. Her mother became ill with cancer. Demi went to help care for her and try to redeem the time they had left.
I had to stop and recognize that I had pushed my mother away. I decided who she was. And when you decide who someone is, you take away the opportunity for them to be anything else. But if I can't have compassion in my heart for her, how can I expect my children to hold that for me?
You were with her when she died.
Yes.
She writes, "I've had extraordinary luck in this life, both bad and good. But we all suffer and we all triumph. And we all get to choose how we hold both."
I don't feel a victim to my life. If I had had it easier, would I have had the courage, the strength to pursue the career I have? Would I have had the guts to go and step into something I had not a clue of?
So, survival, success, surrender, and celebration, which does not begin with an S.
Woo. Woo, I'm sorry. Wow.
And again, she says she's just writing it in case it's someone else's story too.
How she opened up to you. How she was just...
Again, I think we wander in sometimes, and as she says, you decide who someone is.
Oh, when she said that.
Yeah, somebody said to me once, the time to make up your mind about someone is never.
Oh.
And learn it.
Yeah.
Let them prove something to you. And you know me and my poetry.
Yes, indeed.
I'm sorry to inflict one more on you, but she begins with a poem that sometimes the crowd of sorrows in your life is preparing you for delight. You have to believe that.
Is she ready for delight?
I think she is. And someone her own size, she says.
I'm glad you asked her what her meant, because I was wondering too. Like,
I saw your face going.
What do you mean by that? But you always ask the questions that we want to ask.
Thank you.
And the answers that you receive. I've heard from so many people that they've never wanted to read a book more after seeing this. So, and it is out. Inside Out is available now.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.